Hey everybody, welcome back to the Royal Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I'm reading on. But before we get started, of course, you know what I'm going to say. Look down in your settings, look around, find your subscribe button, and go ahead on and subscribe. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell too so you know when I upload or when I just want to pop in. And give me a thumbs up to fight my nemesis. We all know what it is. It's that algorithm, that beast. It drags me up and down these internet streets. I really would appreciate your help with that. Over in the corner here, that's our join button. That's for channel memberships. And if you choose to become a channel member and a part of the reading club, you will be supporting my channel to grow, to improve, and to continue. And I will be so grateful, so happy, so appreciative for your support. Also, over in the other corner is our Super Thanks button. That is for one-time donations. And if you choose to donate to this channel, all donations are always greatly appreciated. All right, we have a shout out. We do. I want to shout out Fresh Face 4782. Fresh Face, thank you for your super thanks, and thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for seeing something in this channel and saying that you want to support it. It means so much to me. Thank you again. All right, with all that said, let's get to the read, y'all, because of course, we have a lot as usual. And also, I guess you noticed that I am still not showing my face, but I have had such a busy weekend and I am just trying to pull everything together. Still busy, still busy. But we all know no matter how busy I get, the read has to go forward. And sometimes it has to go forward without me showing my face. But I will be back soon, probably tomorrow, front facing and ready to do the read. So just be patient with me and let's get into this read because, like I said, we have quite a lot of stuff to chit chat about. First, y'all know when I am putting the read together, I am up and down and all around these internet streets, and that is exactly what I have been doing today. I was over to Blue Sky. Blue Sky is really starting to come into its own. I'm telling you, a lot of squatties are assembling over there, and I am thrilled with it. I am thrilled with the platform. It's just so much positivity over there, and I just love it. So, hopefully, we'll all migrate over there soon and we can put X, formerly known as Twitter, in the rearview mirror where it belongs. Also, of course, I was over to Instagram, and the squatties over there are just pretty much really just thrilled and continue to post a lot of stuff about Harry being in Canada. Everybody is just thrilled with Harry. Everybody's wild about Harry anyway. And people on the squatties on Instagram is extremely wild about Harry. So that's what's going on over Instagram. I kind of peeked my head in TikTok. I didn't spend a whole lot of time over to TikTok. Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of time today. Been really busy. And then I made my way back to my present home away from home, which would be X, formerly known as Twitter. And pretty much the squatties on X are just like the squatties on Instagram. They are super thrilled with Harry being in Canada and really starting to get really hyped up about the Invictus Games, and it's only a few months away, y'all. It's only a few months away, and everybody is just really starting to get excited. I see a lot of squatties are actually making plans to go to the Invictus Games, so we are going to get so much great content coming out of the Invictus Games in February, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait, y'all. All right, and so that is pretty much what's going on. That's kind of a roundup. So let's get into all the stuff that we want to talk about today. I'm going to put this up first. And this particular squatty posted this. This is from last night when Prince Harry was at the Grey Cup, and it says self-employed, well moisturized, free, happy, rich, and California cool. I love it. I love it. And that right there is Prince Harry in a nutshell. Harry is free. Harry is happy. Harry is rich because I believe that the Queen broke off some good money to Harry and all her family. You know, she had a lot of money, a lot of money. And I'm thinking that she really, really set her kids up and her grandkids to be just fine. And so, yeah, so Harry is self employed. He doesn't have to have anything to do with those people over there anymore. He don't have to worry about anybody cutting off his allowance or anything like that, like he is a child. Harry is a full grown man now, self employed, well moisturized, free, happy, rich, and California cool. Love it, love it, love it. All right, we're going to put this one up right here. And this one is from last night also. It says Invictus Games 25 will be so huge. I am so ready. But, sister, let's talk about Prince Harry. The glow, the happiness, the peace that surrounds him since he left that crusty place. He is looking like a GQ cover ready. He looks so fit and so fine. His fashion game is fire. Meghan Markle, I see your handiwork. And what is the lie? Where is the lie? He is looking, and I'm telling you, when he walked off of that field, he had that little, I don't know, he had that little swag. He had a little swag in him. I'm telling you, I love it. I love watching him. And I'm going to put this one up. This one is from last night, too. It said, how long will it take for the UK media to report that Harry and Meghan are separated because Harry went to Grey Cup without Meghan? 3, 2, 1. And you know what? It didn't take very long. And here, right here, I'm going to put it up, is the article. This is the article, and it says real reason Meghan Markle didn't join Prince Harry in Canada this weekend. Did that take very long? Did not take very long at all. It says the Duke of Sussex made a solo visit without his wife to attend the Grey Cup in Vancouver to promote his upcoming Invictus game. Meghan Markle did not join her husband, Prince Harry, in Canada this weekend as he attended the Grey Cup in Vancouver to promote his much anticipated Invictus Games 2025. Now, where's the lie? This is the Daily Express, and it does nothing but lie, but it told the truth on that deal. It absolutely did. It said Harry's TV appearance came just days after the Duchess of Sussex enjoyed a night out in Los Angeles. You see what they're trying to say? To promote female businesswoman Cuddy Lee and the launch of her new hair care line for the brand Highbrow Hippie. The royal duo have made several solo appearances since their Colombia trip in August, with speculation arising that the couple are now splitting their business interests. A source previously told Hello Magazine the long term plan was for the couple to work on individual projects. Harry and Meghan has consistently pursued solo ventures in connection with their individual interests, but remain deeply committed to their joint efforts through Archwell. Together, they have exciting projects in the pipeline, all driving forward their shared mission for positive global impact. And then the article just goes into why Harry is in Canada for the Invictus Games and just telling all the good things about Invictus Games. I must say, overall, this was a really, really good article. They didn't go into that nonsense about Harry and Meghan is separating or anything like that. It pretty much laid it out that yes, they're going to do things separately, like all normal couples do. I don't know. They still have that undertone like it's something weird about them going their separate ways, professionally, and they are not going their separate ways. They just have different interests. Harry had a portfolio when he came into the marriage. Meghan had her interests when she came into the marriage. Nothing has really changed. They're just doing the things that they love because they have the freedom now to do it. And I just love that for them, but they still have that kind of undertone in this article, like it's something weird. They're supposed to do everything together, kind of implying something is wrong. But overall, for the Daily Express, good article. Good article. It did not go down the road of conspiracy and lies. And anytime you can get that out of the Daily Express, it's a good day. It's a good day. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this one up. And this particular squatty says this: the unpopular prince seems more popular than the supposedly popular one. They be blowing smoke up our skirts all the time saying that William is the most popular. He's the most popular in America. He's the most popular in the United Kingdom. He is just so much more popular than Harry. But everywhere William go is boo, boo. And everywhere Harry go is Harry. Hey, Harry. We love you, Harry. I don't know about y'all, but it just seems it's not matching what they're telling us and what we're seeing on the ground is not matching. But I just love this. And this picture, this particular picture, if you see the video, he's walking through and everybody is yelling out to him and he is smiling and interacting with people, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. And yeah, if that's being unpopular, I'll take unpopular every day, all day, 24/7. I'm just saying. And I'm gonna put this one up. And this one is kind of like the one we just got through talking about. The squatties are just in a petty mood, especially over on X, formerly known as Twitter. Basically, they are treating the royal rodents, the royalists, all of the flying monkeys, the minions, the toadies, like you would train a puppy. You know what I'm saying? Like you would potty train a puppy. When it TTs on the floor, when it soils the floor, you rub his nose in it. And that's exactly what the squatties are doing. They are rubbing the flying monkeys, the toadies, the hags' nose in it because they did everything. When I say everything, they did everything to turn people against Harry, to make Harry out to be this monster, this horrible person that just mistreated the queen and just mistreated his dad and just was at one point they were out and out calling Harry a traitor to his country. Can you imagine that? A man who spent 10 years defending his country. They were calling him an out and out traitor. They threw everything at him to muddy him up, to dirty him up, to bloody his nose. And this man comes out standing tall and more popular than he was before they started the smear campaign. And this particular squatty said this: greetings may vary. And we all know what they're talking about because when they put Harry's picture on that Jumbotron, the place went wild. Everybody was wild about Harry, not a boo, just cheers. But the other one, just like they say, the other brother, it was a whole different party for him when he stepped out in Belfast because he got booed coming and going, literally going in and coming out. It was boo, boo, boo. And you could see his heart start to break as he came out, and it was such a beautiful thing. Like I said, I know it's wrong to enjoy it, but I'm petty, and that's who I am. But yes, yes, greetings may vary. What can I say? And I'm going to put this up. And this pretty much is Prince Harry on the floor playing volleyball with some of the kids, giving them some idea of some of the activities, some of the sports that these athletes participate in Invictus Games. And I saw the video. It looked like it was so much fun. The kids was just so involved in it. Harry is so great with kids. Archie and little Lilibet is so lucky to have him as a dad because you can tell, you can see it in his eyes. That little boy is still in him. He has that little boy, he has that spark in his eye. He really, really does. And this squatty says this: I love this. Prince Harry and some Team Canada alumni members spent time with students in Vancouver, helping them to learn more about the upcoming Invictus Games. Here's Harry playing sitting volleyball with the students. And I just love it. And like I said, if you get an opportunity, go on X and see some of the video. I was watching Byron earlier today. Byron had a lot of the videos on his podcast, and it is just so much fun. You can see these kids are really, really getting excited about the Invictus game. I think this is such a good idea to get the kids involved because they're going to be dragging their parents to the Invictus games. It makes them curious about things, and I just love it. I just absolutely love it. And I love Harry. Can you tell? I do. And I'm going to put this up. I'm only going to put up a few more, well, a couple more, because they are just so good. It's just so good. And I'm going to put this one up. And this one says Prince Harry showing up randomly anywhere in the world without notice after years of his plans and whereabouts being leaked to the paps. I wonder why. I wonder why he can move in silence like he does now. I wonder like why he can move like a ninja now. He just pop up here and then he disappears and pop up over there. Now we all know that they said that they was not leaking and planning stories on Harry. So could it be? Could it be they may be lying to us? I don't know. Because it seems that since Harry and Meghan has moved away from over there, over in the sunken place, that their whereabouts is never ever leaked. Their plans are never ever leaked. I wonder why. I'm just saying. Now, this is my last one, and we're going to move on to a whole different topic. But I had to put this one up. And I found this one on Blue Sky. One of my squatties have moved over to Blue Sky, and I was over there, and they posted this. So, is the British media still going with the lie that Prince Harry is unpopular and dying to be a workhorse for his father and his brother again? Because this is what they have been working overtime to convince us that Harry wants to come back. He wants to come back. He's sending out olive branches. He's doing all these things because he want to come back. And every time we see Harry, Harry is well moisturized, happy, just as happy go lucky and filled with joy as he can be, and has no intentions to me that I can see that he would ever want to return to a situation where he would be in the position of having to beg his father and his brother for a pound. I don't see Harry doing that anymore because, once you have tasted freedom, once you have tasted independence, it's very hard to go back to being a cage bird. When once you have been let go and been able to fly as high as Harry is flying, it's hard to go back to a cage, being a caged bird. So they can miss me with this, but I don't know if they're trying to convince us that he wants to come back or they are just lying to themselves because they still hadn't got to the place where they can accept that he's gone. I must say, it is weird to me that the fifth in line to the British throne, they act as if he is the heir. They act as if he absolutely abdicated the throne. I have never saw anything like it before in my life. And but yes, they go out of their way. They work overtime to try to convince the public that Harry didn't reject them. And we all know they having a hard time with that rejection. I know I said that was going to be my last one about Harry in Vancouver, but I have to put this one up. I just have to put this one up because it's such a beautiful, beautiful picture and it just shows Harry's personality and his ability to connect with people. Harry knows how to connect with people. I remember Megan said that her and Harry has a way of finding each other even when they are in a crowd. Some people have that ability to connect with people, and Harry and Meghan both have it. And they said that they have the ability to find each other. And Harry has that ability to find other people. And look at this picture. Look at this, what this squatty posted. And it says, "This is so cute. Harry truly is the people's prince." And where is the lie? Where is the lie? Look at this little girl's face. Oh my goodness. I wish I knew what Harry was. I wish knew what Harry told her or what they were talking about. You know, I'm nosy. And look at her face. That is so precious to me. Oh, I love it. I love it, y'all. These pictures, I could go on all day. I could do the whole podcast just on the pictures that are coming out of Vancouver and Harry being in Canada. But we got to move on. We got other things to talk about. But I love this picture. I really, really do. And I do. I do. All right, we're gonna move on, and I'm gonna put this up. And look at this. It says, "What's coming to Netflix on December the 10th?" Well, the first one it says Jamie Foxx. What had happened was, and I'm gonna watch that. I love Jamie Foxx. I'm gonna watch his comedy special. But right underneath it says Polo Season 1. Netflix original. And it says sports docuseries looking into the lives of the people that play professional polo, produced by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Yes, indeed. It is coming on December the 10th. I cannot wait. I am sitting already. I have a subscription to Netflix. I have had it ever since Harry and Meghan signed with Netflix. And so, yes, I will be sitting on ready when it drops. And this particular squatty said this. Look what's coming up December the 10th on Netflix. Polo Season 1, Netflix original, produced by Prince Harry and Meghan. Don't forget to set your reminder. She do not have to tell me anything. I will be sitting there ready. And I think it's going to be really, really interesting. I do. I think it's going to be really, really good because I'll tell you what, Harry and Meghan always get the best people because the people who did their docu-series, the Harry and Meghan docu-series, was like so acclaimed. They were so well known and so respected in the docu-series genre. So I am sure that they hired some really good people who are really, really respected in the sports genre. And I just cannot wait. I really feel like it's going to be good. And I just love it. I just love it. Like I said, it's just a lot coming up for squatties, and I just cannot wait. And when I saw that particular post by that squatty, I went running to see if I could find an article or if it was an article to give us a little bit more information about what this docu-series is going to be about. And I found this one in Town and Country. And the title of it is Everything We Know About Prince Harry's Netflix Polo Show. And it says the docu-series, which will film in Florida, will pull the curtain back on the grit and passion of the sport. In April, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle confirmed that two new projects with Netflix, a cooking show hosted by Meghan, and a docu-series about the world of professional polo. The polo show will be shot primarily at the U.S. Open Polo Championship in Wellington, Florida, at the USPA National Polo Center, per Sussex.com. Archwell Production, in partnership with Boardwalk Pictures, will provide viewers with an unprecedented access to the world of professional polo, known primarily for its aesthetics and social scene. The series will pull the curtain back on the grit and passion of the sport, capturing players and all it takes to compete at the highest level. That sounds so good. Oh my goodness. I know they have tried to bash it. I saw old crazy eyed Kenzie Schofield on Talk TV, one of those panels that they had over there with that guy who looked like he hadn't took a bath in life. And they were talking about it. I think that's what I did my Tales from the Dark Side on. So you can go and look that. What I'll do is I'll post that Tales from the Dark Side at the end of this particular podcast. And they were talking about how they were really talking about this particular series, the Polo series, and talking about how it wasn't gonna be good, how Harry was not gonna be on it that much, and everybody wanted to see Harry, and everybody's gonna be disappointed, and how it's gonna be a flop. Well, my whole thing is Harry and Meghan don't do flops very well. That is pretty much William and Kate's genre, and Charles and Camilla's genre, because they have had two documentaries over there that they promoted to high heaven, and they did nothing but flippity, flippity, flop. Harry and Meghan don't do flops because their fan base is faithful to them. I don't know what kind of fan base they have over there for the royal family. I know they are a loud bunch and they say that they are big in numbers, but they are not able to carry their faves over the finish line, not narrow time, as my grandmother used to say. She used to say narrow, not narrow time, which meant not one time have they ever been able to take their faves over the finish line and promote them and get them to a place where they continuously and consistently have hit after hit after hit. But Harry and Meghan's fan base have done nothing but consistently being supportive and always comes out to make sure that our faves have success. So they can miss me with that. Kenzie, crazy eyed Schofield, and I forgot his name, but he's the one who looks like he absolutely needs a bath all the time. I think his last name is O'Sullivan. I can't think of his first name right now because he's so unimportant to me. I try not to remember their names because I care so little about their existence. So I said all that to say this. Harry and Meghan is going to have success. They're going to have success because they have fans who support them. See, I'm going to set my timer right now, my reminder right now for December the 10th. So when it drops, I am going to be watching it. I'm going to watch it on my phone. I'm going to watch it on my television. I'm going to watch it on my iPad. I'm going to watch it on all different devices. And I am going to try to do all I can to run their numbers up so they can be successful. That's what we do. That's what the Sussex Squad does. And that's the reason why we have been getting hate later. And we're going to talk about that, where people have been keeping the Sussex Squad's name in their mouth. And one of them is old Scammy and her lawyer talking about the Sussy Squad. And another one is that guy over to that does the Sun talk show over there. He didn't come out and say the Sussy Squad, but he kind of implied Harry and Meghan supporters. Harry and Meghan supporters are pretty much the Sussy Squad. So I'm just saying. But I digress saying all that. But I cannot wait. It sounds good. I think all the people who are playing are going to be interesting people. And so I'm looking forward to it. I really, really am. All right, let's move on. And I have a sound bite I want to play for y'all, and then we will discuss. Princess's appearance rather than the fact that she's actually there. Yeah, I don't want to give too much oxygen to the kind of negative comments and stuff like that. But before we move on, this year has been tough for both William and Catherine, and everything that's gone on, and obviously the comments, the reaction as we're talking about, and the disbelieving certain elements of their story. I have to rewind back to a couple of years ago, and the Duchess of Sussex said that she believed that she was one of the most bullied people in the world. Can we now say that the Princess of Wales has taken that mantle, taken that title? I think that all members of the royal family have had their moments of being sort of under scrutiny, a lot of scrutiny, and something that a lot of other high-profile figures don't really get the same level of. I think that what we've seen this year, that flashpoint earlier this year, particularly around February, March with Kate, when there was mystery surrounding why she was absent from the public eye, I think that was a moment of that would have left them with a lot of shock, Kate and William, because they hadn't really experienced it before. I think that does quite fulfilling. But I also think that something that is quite heartwarming is that Kate and William seem to have a lot of public support on their side, particularly in Britain. And there's a fierce that I think we've seen a lot of this year. And I think hopefully that kind of counterbalances, aspects of bullying in the darkest corners of the internet. It's kind of fine to criticise the Duchess of Sussex for the comments she makes about the royal family, or Harry for his actions against the royal family, or Prince Andrew. It's kind of always fine to. It's personal,
against somebody who's gone through a really difficult year and had cancer, that I've really struggled to kind of understand why on earth people are getting involved. But there we go.
I know you probably had a hard time hearing exactly everything that they were talking about, so we're going to break it down. The first part of it, they're talking about how we're really criticizing the people who were criticizing how Kate looked and saying that they really should have focused on the fact that she was there instead of focusing on how she looked and talking about how they have had such a hard time, William and Kate had. And he also focused on the fact that, and I know they hear what we're talking about online, and he said that they also shouldn't focus on the part of their story that they don't believe. So they know that it is a lot of people out in the social media sphere that do not believe that Kate has had cancer. And I know, like I said, I wish that I could muster up some kind of sympathy for William and Kate, but I cannot. It's just not in there. I cannot muster up one bit of I just can't. I cannot put together one F to give when it comes to William and Kate because they have done everything that they could for this very moment to be centered because that was the goal. That's the reason why Harry and Meghan had to go because they had to be centered. And now they are centered, and people are focusing on them with a laser precision and really, really calling them out for their BS because they want us to feel so sorry for Kate. That has always been the goal. This is why the cancer card was pulled in the first place. It was to drum up sympathy. It was to get people to start to really like them and elevate them. And all of this has backfired on them. And as usual, these people come in, the flying monkeys, the minions, the toadies, all of them come in to try to play cleanup for William and Kate. Because let's be real, we would not be here if it wasn't for them, for William. William sitting in South Africa with his legs crossed, telling the truth, saying that she never ever had cancer. And the way Kate looks has nothing to do with cancer. It has everything to do with the genes she inherited from her mother and her father. If you look at her mother, that is the way Kate is going to look. And Kate is just falling right in line with how her mom looked. And Megan is falling right in line how her mother looks. Doria is well into her 60s. She looks terrific. Her face, her skin is tight. She is absolutely inheriting. Megan is inheriting Doria's great genes. And Kate is inheriting her mom's I hate to say it, her mom's genes. And so people are calling her out. She is the one who set this standard. She is the one who wanted to be centered. And now, when the bright light is on her, she's acting like it is too bright. It is absolutely just too bright. Well, too bad. You wanted this. You know that old saying, that old ad about Toyota? You asked for it, you got it, Toyota. Well, you asked for this, Kate. You got it. You asked for this, William. You have it. And no, we're not going to feel bad about calling you out, especially when you are telling us to our faces that Kate never had cancer. And now these people are playing in our face, trying to get us to feel sorry for somebody who has never had an illness at all. It's the most ridiculous thing, but they love playing in our face. They have always played in our face. And now they own this agenda that we somehow is supposed to feel sorry for Kate. And he goes on to say that the Duchess of Sussex has said that she is the most bullied woman in the world. But can't we say that now that Kate has taken over that mantle and now Kate is the most bullied woman in the world? Are you kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? The woman that y'all sit on panel after panel after panel and prays to high heaven that she can walk in a straight line without falling down. She has to do nothing. When I tell you the bar is below the ground for Kate, it is below the ground for Kate. But we're supposed to believe, we're supposed to believe that Kate is taking the mantle of the most bullied woman from Megan, taking that title. You know, when I first heard this, I said to myself, I'll be doggone. I had an uncle that used to say that all the time. I'll be doggone. If they don't want Megan to have any title, I have never heard of the fact that they don't even want Megan to have the title of the most bullied woman in the world. They want Kate to have that too. Shut the front door and the back one too. I cannot believe that. These people are ridiculous on a whole nother level. And basically, what they think is that if they can make Kate into the victim, that's what they've been trying to do. Like I said, this is the reason why they pulled the cancer card in the first place. It was to get the stench of racism off of her and to whip up some kind of sympathy, some kind of emotion towards her, some kind of emotional ownership that people will say, you know, we're rooting for her. And it be some kind of connection with the public. That was what they were shooting for. But yet and still, out of touch Kate and even more so out of touch William come with the shampoo commercial, come with all this nonsense, all these farm market Kates and Kates in the grainy Kate with the fat face and AI Kate on the bench and all this kind of stuff. This has been of their own creation that people do not believe anything. When I say not anything, I mean not anything coming out of Kensington Palace. Nothing. And that is the reason why, and he is the reason why we don't believe that she had cancer. It's no evidence that she ever had cancer. She shows no signs of anybody who had had cancer. And who in this world has 9 months of chemotherapy, preventative chemotherapy? Who has that? It is people who are at stage 4 cancer don't get 9 months of chemotherapy, but they want us to swallow that. They want us to swallow that. And my whole thing is this: they are liars. And the bad part of being a liar is being a bad liar. They are bad at it because they can't get their story straight for nothing. And then William goes to South Africa, go over there, start feeling himself, sit down in an interview, cross his legs, and tells the truth. Tells the truth that Kate never had cancer. Never had it, never had any of it. And now she wants to be the most bullied woman in the world. She wants to take that away from Megan too. Stop it. These people can miss me with this nonsense. I'm telling you, because it's just nothing but nonsense. Kate can have the title of the most bullied woman in the world when you can go on YouTube, put in Kate Middleton's name, and channel after channel after channel, hate channel comes up with the most vile things that you can imagine about her. Because I know I can go right in the search engine of this app right here, YouTube. I can put in Megan's name and the most vile channels come up talking about how her children are not her children, have her picture where they photoshopped her in horrible, horrible ways. Even picture children that's not even hers. They talk about all kinds of negative, horrible things about the children. I mean, the children are not even off limit for these people. We all know who they are. Pie face C, who is not a really call a lady a C, and out that one, ABCD or whatever her name is. Her and all these other ones, that Taz, horrible woman. It's just so many of them. I even saw one that she says she's a gardener. She is English and she says some of the most horrible, horrible things. I watched her and she was having a live and she was saying some of the most vicious and horrible things. And it's all to get a new washing machine. It's all to be able to go on vacation. This is how these people think. They are willing to do and lie about Megan, hate on Megan in order for profit, hate for profit. You don't have that when it comes to Kate Middleton. You do not. You don't have channels like that. Megan's supporters, squatties, you go to our page, you will see William and Kate every now and then, but you will consistently see Harry and Meghan. And we all we do is defend Harry and Meghan. But they want to paint us as vile individuals because it makes them feel better. Because when they are looking in the mirror, the person that's looking back is the vile individual that they are looking for. Because it is strictly hate for profit. And until that happens, until it's article after article planted in the media about her, lying about her marriage, lying about all matters of things, including saying her mom went to prison or and all kinds of stupid, stupid, hateful stuff, then I think Megan is going to keep that title because Kate Middleton knows nothing about bullying compared to Megan. But it's just so funny to me. They want sympathy so bad. They want everything that Megan has, even the negative. They want that. Who would want the title of being the most bullied? But they think along with that comes some kind of sympathy, some kind of notoriety, and they are willing to try to take on that mantle as well. But like I said, they can miss me completely because Kate Middleton doesn't come close to being the most bullied woman in the world because where's all the articles? Where's all the hate channels? Where's all the lies that have been told? Everybody does, they go out of their way trying to elevate Kate, trying to make her into this perfect princess, and do go out of their way trying to tear Megan down. And this man has the audacity to sit on a panel where he has done nothing but whip up hate and resentment towards Megan to make her the villain in everybody's story. So stop it. And my whole thing is if Kate is not being believed and people are not being sympathetic towards her, it's a reason. How about finding out what that reason is instead of trying to absolutely convince us that Kate is the most bullied woman in the world. I mean, he's having a hard time convincing the women that are on the panel with him that that's true. That's how laughable this is. And the other lady talking about how everybody is on William and Kate's side. It seems like that they are getting so much support. Where is that coming from? Except in the media. I don't see any support for them because every time he shows up, they boo. Every time they say she's coming out, nobody shows up. They said that she was coming out for Trooping of the Colors. Hardly nobody showed up to see Kate, to wish her well, as they say. And then she shows up the next time she shows up. I can't remember when it was, but her recent events have been very lackluster, to say the least. She showed up for the Remembrance Day when they had the service, the actual service that night. All those barriers out. Nobody showed up. Nobody. And then they had the actual Remembrance Day at the cenotaph, and nobody showed up to line the streets. Now, was it people at the ceremony? Absolutely, but we all know why they were there. They're there every year. These are different organizations, these are veterans, they show up. But the people who line the roadway, who lines the side of the road, didn't nobody show up for Kate. Didn't nobody show up for Kate. So, where is all this sympathy? Where is all this love? Where is all this support for Kate? I want to see it because so far I have not saw it. I'm just saying. But they are so quick to say that. And it's really mind blowing to me because I think people have pretty much come to the conclusion that Kate and William has absolutely bungled this lie. When they decided to play the cancer card, they did not think it through. They just really thought that people was just going to go along with whatever they did and whatever they said because that's the way people have been doing in the past. Well, came that Frankenstein picture. And that Frankenstein picture absolutely had a kill notice placed on it by AP and Reuters and Getty. And basically, it exposed them for the liars that they are and exposed them for the liars that they are to the world. And it just started to unravel from there. And they exposed themselves. And now people don't care. People absolutely do not have one F to give to them when it comes to sympathy for them because these billionaires have been exposed through that documentary on Channel 4 to be grifters, to be slumlords, to be totally and absolutely unsympathetic to the people of the United Kingdom. They charge the taxpayers for everything by land, air, and sea. William and Charles have their little grubby, little greedy hands in everything, getting money from the taxpayer. And people are not really feeling them anymore. And you can tell by the barriers. They try to tell us that, oh, they're so popular. William is so popular. Everybody's so popular. Everybody loves the royal family. But the barriers don't lie. The barriers were put out on remembrance service that night. And when William and Kate rolled in, it was four people out there. And some people were speculating that those four people was actually part of their staff. It was nobody showed up. Nobody. And then Remembrance Day came, and it was very few people lining the street. When the queen was alive, the proper queen was alive, the streets would be lined with people. People are not showing up for them anymore. So I don't know where this woman is talking about everybody is supporting William and Kate. I don't know where she gets her information, but the word on the curb is watch the barriers because the barriers are out there by themselves. I remember when William went to Aberdeen, they had the nerve to try to put some barriers out. So they figured when the people did not show up, they just put the barriers on the side of the wall. And pretty much, I don't know what occasion that they have had that they have needed any barriers. And it's just an embarrassment, to be honest, when the barriers are out there and no people. So I don't know where she's getting all this support from. But the streets are saying it's none for them. And I just love that for them. I really do. I absolutely do, because I'm petty that way. But y'all, let's move on. Let's move on because I want to discuss this article right here. I found it in Geo News, and basically what it's saying is William plans his kingdomship because we all know he's been talking about this kingdomship ever since the queen was lowered down into that vault because he has no deference and no respect for Charles. And he's pretty much have talked about it ever since the queen passed away. And he is still talking about it. I mean, it's article after article after article of William talking about what it's gonna be like when he becomes king. And basically what this article is saying is he wants to be like Harry when he becomes king. That's what he wants. And I must say, I believe that he absolutely means every word he says. And what the people of the United Kingdom are not going to know if they're living in the United Kingdom or if they are living in the state of California in the city of Montecito because their king is going to be in the United States every chance that he gets because he is totally and absolutely consumed with the obsession that he has for his brother. And now the flying monkeys and the toadies and the minions are admitting to it. And I want to get into this article. The title of the article is Prince Harry Calls for Change Finally Heard by the Royal Family. It says Prince William has finally taken a cue from Prince Harry as he calls for modernization of the monarchy, a royal expert has claimed. He wanted to be modernized because he wants to not do very much. He wants to try to be like Harry. But see, Harry is a hard worker. Harry actually is a workaholic, I would say. He definitely has those tendencies because he be all over the place. But William is just the opposite, but he wants to reap the benefits of it. He wants the benefits, but he don't want to put in the work. But which we absolutely saw that with Earthlock. Earthlock was all about William, and he had his people to put out that this was going to be the launching pad of him becoming a global statesman. And what does he do? He goes to South Africa for Earthlock, and Earthlock does nothing but centers on him. And the critics absolutely do nothing but rip him apart for it. And Earthlock turns out to be a flippity flippity flop because nobody to this point that I know of knows who the prize winners were. It was all about him. How can you be a global statesman and you make everything about you? I'm just asking because I don't know how that works. But evidently, he wants to put that square peg in that round hole and make it happen. And it is the funniest thing to watch. And his kingdomship is going to be a clown show. Because if a clown comes to power, don't be surprised if he turns his monarchy into a circus. I'm just saying. It said, according to royal expert Katie Nichols, the Prince of Wales is embracing a more modern approach to the royal family, mirroring Harry's past call for change. William doesn't do anything but mirror Harry. But okay. After William made candid admission about modernizing the monarchy, Nichols said she believes Harry likely feels vindicated as he has advocated for greater openness and empathy within the institutions. Speaking with The Sun, the expert said that after William announced his plan, the Duke of Sussex would be probably sitting there thinking, this is what I've been saying all along. Let's be more open. Let's show more sympathy. Let's do things a little bit differently, the expert added. Now, see, they want to try to put that on Harry. Harry absolutely said that what they needed to do was to be more open and embrace his wife. William and Harry are not talking about the same thing. Is saying that he basically wants to mirror Harry's lifestyle and what Harry is doing. That's all. He is not saying that he wants anything to change except what he wants to do. And basically, what William wants to do is to be the king of the United States. He wants to live in the United States because we all know that William and Kate has already applied for a trademark for a charity here in the United States to give them a reason, give them an excuse to be over here more. William wants to mirror Harry. I'm telling you, when Harry moved to the United States, William had not set foot on these shores in 8 years. But when Harry moved over here with Meghan and his family, William was over here several times a year and wanted to come over here this year for UN week. But then when Harry dropped all his accolades and his intention of showing up too, he chickened out because he didn't have nothing. All he had was a meeting with Mike Bloomberg, and that's it. Mike Bloomberg, who absolutely didn't even show up for Earthlock. And all these people that William had paid $1 million to, Heidi Klum didn't even know what didn't even know what Earthlock was about. All she knew was put William's signature at the bottom of the check, of the $1 million check. This is what William is doing. And he paid the stars more money than he actually paid the prize winners. But we're going to move on because I want to talk about this really quick. Scammy Markle has had the nerve to try to insult the Sussex squad. At least her lawyer has. And Scammy has filed an appeal because we all know she lost her lawsuit against Megan because she said she had a lawsuit against Megan, said that Megan defamed her in some way, saying that she didn't know her. Megan Megan treated Scammy like Mariah Carey treated Jennifer Lopez. Said, I don't know her. But anyway, Scammy filed an appeal to try to get, this court case back on track for her, even though it has about the same chance as a snowball has in HE double hockey sticks of doing that. But that does not stop Scammy. I found this particular article about it in Newsweek. Jack Royston, writing articles again, and it says Samantha Markle's lawyer tears into Prince Harry, the Duke of Wales. Well, see, in the court documents, he had called Harry the Duke of Wales instead of the Duke of Sussex. And when they filed this appeal trying to get this back on track, and then when they called them out on it and saying, no, he's not the Duke of Wales, he's actually the Duke of Sussex. Scammy's lawyer wanted to get mad about that and said, it says after Newsweek highlighted the disparities, Scammy's lawyer fired off a broadside against Harry. Thicken of the Thicken Law Group told Newsweek, to the most of us Americans, we couldn't give a tinker's damn as to whether the prince is a Duke of Wales or the Duke of Sussex or the Duke of Earl. And then he went on and started talking about the Sussex Squad, talking about the Sussex Squad smears, threatens, and sets out to destroy anyone who criticizes Meghan or Harry. Ticken says they are evil, which Harry pretends to be against. Well, we're not evil, but you got that right. We do set out to destroy anybody who criticizes Harry and Meghan wrongly, who attacks them, who villainizes them, who tries to smear them. Yes, we will eat your face off, and we have no qualms with that. None at all. So I don't know if he thought this was supposed to be some kind of slight towards the Sussex Squad, but we have not, we have no qualms in saying that yes, if you mess with Harry and Meghan, we're going to come after you. We're going to go through your dreams. We're going to go through your aspirations. And if you have anything that we can use to put out there to counter, to push back, we're going to do that. So we don't have any qualms with that. I don't know why he thinks that that is evil, because the most evilest person is his client, who has done nothing but try to smear and lie on her sister, and presently suing her just because her sister say that she don't know her. So all I can say is look in the mirror, sir. Especially look in the mirror if you want to find evil, and look to your right or your left. It's the evil is in that wheelchair right there sitting beside you. Because the Sussex Squad do not bother anybody that do not bother Harry and Meghan. So I don't know what you want from us. I guess a cookie. I don't know what you want, but you definitely don't want the smoke. I'm just saying. But yeah, so they wanted to try to call us out because they got called out for shoddy work, but yet it's still every time they want to try to keep the Sussex Squad in their mouth and try to paint us as this evil, evil entity when all we do is push back and push back equally. Because when they stop, we'll stop. We have said that so many times. But you know what? I want to end on something good. I'm going to put this up. And I just loved this post when I saw it. And it is such a beautiful picture of Megan. And it says she was royal long before that family. And this particular person posted this. It said, this is why William Charles Camilla had to set her up. She was going to be another Diana, and they couldn't afford that again. Where is the lie? Where is the lie? Because when they saw Megan and how great Megan was at the job, they said then she had to go. Because excellence cannot exist in the presence of mediocrity. And that whole place over there is just full of mediocre people. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put this up, and this says it all. If you mess with Harry and Meghan, the Sussex Squad will eat your face off. That's it. All right, y'all. Bye.